You're listening to Empire of Rust, the world's first and only Transformers RPG podcast. Join the fight as Carapace, Rex, Magnum, Wildstrike, and Sweet Spot fight their way through Iacon's underworld against criminal empires and a movement determined to bring an end to the Cybertronian Confederation.
Hi, my name's Barnabas, and I'm here with Rex.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm played by Adam H.U., who also plays Sweet Spot on the podcast, the Transformers first and only role-playing, live-play Transformers podcast. Last episode, we recorded Carapace very funnily. It was very comical. He was trying to intimidate someone, but he wasn't doing such a great job. I've heard the recording from Sweet Spot. It was very good. It was fantastic. Did you hear that, Rex? Did you hear that one?
Yeah, it's all over the airwaves.
Yeah, it's good that we know a few people in radio. Then Magnum was actually separated from Pythagoras inside the Fighting Gladiator, and he was left there alone in the dark. He was trying to spy on those C1 bastards. He was doing a great job, but he was kind of left behind. We don't know what's going to happen to him. What do you think, Rex? Is he going to make it? Is Pythagoras going to just let his body go?
I think Pythagoras might find a new body.
Yeah, he might find a new body. Or maybe Magnum might get a new head. Who knows? But anyway, if people want to contact us and leave us some really great comments, or maybe not so great comments, you can go ahead and reach us at where's that paper? You got that, Rex?
It's at email at rust@transmissionspodcast.com and on the Transmissions Podcast Discord server on the Empire Rust channel. You can also listen to us at Apple Podcast, Google Play, Spotify, or anywhere else you can find podcasts. Thank you all for listening, and please enjoy this episode.
All right. We're going to get started with the episode. By the way, if anyone's wondering, yes, I do turn into a bus. I am related to Steve Buscemi. I'm actually a shorter bus, though. I'm a very small bus, a very short bus.
You're a special bus.
I'm a special bus. But as it goes, this next episode is entitled Buses and Boulevards, so that kind of goes along with it. So enjoy yourselves, folks.
You are all standing out in the streets. Magnum is transformed, pretending to be a bar stool. What do you guys want to do?
So, why are we here?
Yeah. What was the point of being here again?
To talk to Rebar about this being where Gut Cruncher died and that kind of stuff. What?
Yep, we actually were coming down here to follow up a lead on that, see if there was any kind of connection to Cybertron first. But it looks like these three may have already beat us to the punch and might know a little something. So let's start with you three. What in the wide world of sports were you doing down here?
Scram will answer you. We heard some rumors that this is a front for C1, and when we got in, we were threatened by all these Decepticons, and it was very obvious that they had no love of colonists.
Well, yeah, they put the sign on the door for a reason. Now, where'd you hear this rumor from?
We heard it from some fellow racers, just kind of like talk in the pits.
And so why'd you decide to come down here all by your lonesome? We belong on the racetrack, not on the seedy side of the city over here.
Someone needs to do something.
I am doing something. I'm changing the sign. So while they're talking, I'm doing it.
Security forces aren't doing anything. They're not protecting us.
They're spread a little bit thin. You gotta give them a little bit of time to investigate, follow up on things. That's why we're here. We're trying.
But something's got to be done, though. We can't just stand around here waiting for security to figure out what's going on.
Calm down, and why don't you just tell us everything you know, and then you'll be helping us with that, all the details about what you've heard, because that is very useful. Something brought you down here. So what else can you remember about the rumors?
We had heard that Stoneraker loved coming to this place. Some of the pit crew are friends with some of the construction bots who frequent some of the other bars. some of the other bars around Iacon, and they gave us the information. They said that they said they knew the guy who had attacked the race. They had known about not Gutcruncher. They had known about Stoneraker, and that he came here all the time. We thought to come here and to find out for ourselves what Cybertron First is doing. Maybe we could stop them from another bombing. Maybe we could stop them from hurting some. Maybe we could stop them from and help save some lives. Something the security forces aren't doing.
Well, you may have done something like that already.
What do you mean?
Well, just giving us this information is useful, and confirming something we were interested in. But do you remember anyone about who else he talked to? You said Stoneraker. You've heard Stoneraker come down here. Anything else that made it sound like this was a hangout for them? Anyone he socialized with, or something even doesn't seem important that you heard.
We saw a group of Decepticons and a couple of Autobots leave the bar shortly before we got here. I don't know, a group of like 9 or 10 of them.
All right, Decepticons. Autobots left here.
We saw a group of 9 or 10 Autobots and Decepticons before we got here.
Really?
Oh, really?
It's these three. Which way do they go?
And they'll point down the street in the same direction that Carapace, Rex, and Zephyr had come from on Busatron.
Would you happen to recognize any of them if you saw them?
Yeah, maybe. If I saw a picture.
We got a couple of them in the bus over there.
I forgot about that.
You guys what?
There are prisoners. We're arresting them.
You guys brought Steve? Where's he at? Steve, where you at?
It's a block down.
Come on down here, Steve.
Very wise.
Sweet Spot, my friend!
Come on now. I know you can get faster than that. Come on down here.
You still got that diesel smell, even though it's Energon.
You paid more for that.
Steve Buscemi.
Sweet Spot, what can I do to help you guys?
Oh, you can open up the door. We gotta check out these folks up here.
Oh, be careful here, Sweet Spot. I think one of them's awake.
I certainly hope so. That way, we can question them. After you, Pythagoras.
Thank you, sir. All right,
Are you going to go in and get your body?
Shh. Not right now.
Okay.
It's bothering him, so maybe he'll hear something. I don't know. Nothing useful's happened right now.
Yeah, but we gotta stay close just in case.
I mean, I could just walk in and pick you up.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, just on the off chance they say something. I mean, frankly, he's sort of injured right now anyway, so it's best if he lies low.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go in and check them out. Any of them Autobots?
The ones that you guys captured? Yeah. Nope, those 3 are all Decepticons.
Still, let's talk to them.
So Pythagoras is going in and Sweet Spot? Or
or you want to bring them out here?
Well, we wanted to see if the racers recognize them.
Bring them out here, because otherwise we're all going to just sort of pile into the bus and sort of jam ourselves up in there.
Yeah, Steve doesn't want that.
Bring the one that's awake right now out, and we'll see if they recognize him. And then, because it's very interesting that they're palling up, all coming out of a Decepticon-only bar with some Autobot pals, Especially since they almost had a conniption when we went in there.
Now, speaking of that group, you got your friend flying around.
Yeah, I was going to ask
the others coming here?
Is he still flying following them, or did he come back? Or
He did not come back, but he will send you a signal. He tracked the remaining 4, I believe,
I think so.
To a section of the city that is a newly built entertainment and shopping district.
Oh no, another new development.
The city is being built, quite rapidly. It's expanding.
It just seems like every time they do something new, something explodes.
Well, I'll share that information, I guess.
All right. Well, keep an eye on it. That's good. Good to know. Good to know. Bring out the white guy who's awake.
So the 4 that Laser is tracking, though, they have stayed together, and they have continued kind of heading in the same direction that they were originally heading. They didn't scatter. They didn't run away. It looks like they just kept on going.
And that direction is not back here.
Away from here.
Okay.
Rex, are there any of those Autobots?
Do I know that? Can you see and tell me, or no?
Yeah, I guess Laser would be able to tell you on that one. One of them is an Autobot, yes.
Can he send us pictures?
DM, can he? Yeah,
Do
sure.
you want to play Laser?
I'm not talking to him because I can't talk to Laser. I mean...
Yeah, I imagine he can.
Have him send us pictures of them, too.
Okay.
And we'll show the pictures. Yeah, let's show all the dudes. You guys, all the dudes we have and the pictures to our new Velocitronian friends here.
Well, they're not all Velocitronian, but yeah.
Our new racer friends.
Actually, none of them are Velocitronians.
Oh.
Two of them are Cybertronians, and one's a Camion.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
One's an Autobot, one's a Decepticon, and one's a Iacon.
Camion.
That's what I said, Camion.
So you show them the picture, and they will confirm that those were the bots that they saw leave the bar before they arrived. And if you bring out the conscious one out of Busitron, they will confirm they saw that one. And after that one is taken out of Busitron, Busitron will eject the other two onto the sidewalk, and he will transform.
I thought they had 4.
We killed 3.
We captured 3.
Captured 3.
And 4 went away.
Okay. 4 escaped. Okay. She just spits them out.
That makes 10.
Thanks, Steve.
They taste awful.
Pythagoras will make sure they're stabilized.
I want to see what's going on here.
No, it's good to have you among us, Steve. I'll do a medicine check on them.
How big is he in his robot form?
He is large.
Okay, so he's a big.
He's a big dude.
16 and 20 on medicine to make sure they're stable.
Well, they weren't dying, right?
They weren't dying. Okay, I didn't know that.
They're just unconscious.
Because 3 of them did die. So they obviously weren't being. They obviously weren't being gentle.
See, I don't even. Did I kill them?
Yeah.
Well, you say that.
Yeah.
You say that. Yeah.
It's all right.
It's unanimous.
It's glad we have some of them left.
Yeah.
That's what, 5 against 1?
Yes. Oh, I got 3 other people.
That's what I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were voting too.
No,
They should.
they weren't there.
Super unanimous. It doesn't matter.
So let's put our heads together here. We've captured some of these dudes. We know they were buddies with all. We're buddies with all. I was going to say olive bots. Okay.
Olive bots here now.
Autobots, avocadotrons, lettuce formers.
They all combine together. Iceberg.
Tomatotron.
The thing is, Iceberg's a great name for a Transformer. It's just never what you would expect it to be.
Cucumber.
Oh. All right. We have Decepticons and Autobots popping out of this bar, which is supposedly Decepticon only, beating up some neutrals, getting beaten up themselves for their trouble. So, there's a lot of things that now that we know.
Yep, things are definitely lining up. We're able to connect the dots.
In fact, the information that these racers gave us is like a real important connection here, because this actually, we don't actually have any proof yet, but now we have people to interrogate.
One thing that's different is these folks, they had weapons on them, but they weren't using them. And what I know from C1 is they just like to kill people.
Yeah, but they could just be off duty.
It could be new recruits.
Maybe new recruits, they could just be being themselves, I would say it's just racism, except that the fact that there are Autobots in there, and they probably wouldn't tolerate Autobots in this bar unless there was a specific reason they were there. That's, I think, the big critical thing there.
Bar fights, I think, would going fist to cuffs would probably not bring about as much attention to the bar as, say, weapons fire. And that might be something that they're trying to avoid, is bring attention to the bar.
And they could just be doing their thing. Obviously, if Stoneraker's any example, they're not particularly well restrained emotionally, when they're out and about, but they might not be on a mission to beat up random people. They just happen to see them. So, this is all circumstantial. There's nothing concrete here yet, but it's a good connection.
These
We're building the case.
Felt like
normal
people that are just angry. This is emotional reactions, not premeditation. Yeah. They're like the actual people in C1 that are planting bombs and are actually trying to stir up trouble. These are not them. These are just,
Or at least,
What about the ones that were beating up on people?
I think even then, like the fact that they were only carrying small arms and not using them, they were just beating up. They were just angry, and like it's not.
That's what the majority of these C1 people are going to be.
Absolutely,
is the rank and file is going to be just disaffected people, disaffected bots that are pissed off at the wrong people.
Right, but if we encounter enough of them, we should be able to like one of them is going to know more than the average.
Exactly. Someone's going to know someone who knows something that more.
So what's our next move?
Well, let's see what we can get out of these people.
Interrogate this guy. Step one.
Are we doing that here?
Maybe we shouldn't do it outside the bar. Maybe we should go around the corner.
All right.
Yes. Let's find CD bar number 2 that is within earshot of CD bar number 1.
I mean, Magnum will keep tabs on these guys because he's literally inside there. So.
We don't want to be...
No, but I mean, now that probably not going to notice him for the time being, so maybe something will slip.
If they do notice you, you can't get up and walk away.
No, I can't.
I will be close enough.
Yeah, well, I'll let you know.
I will be within 40 feet of the entrance.
If someone goes in there and picks him up, then any chance of surveillance is gone at that point.
Oh, totally. We want somebody who can pick you up and take you out.
Well, I mean, we get Sweet Spot to go,
I will get you. All you have to do is say the word.
Yep.
Got a safety word?
The word.
Help.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay, so as you're kind of talking and figuring out what you want to do, Magnum, you hear something that piques your interest in the bar over here. Mm. So the other bot comes back into the bar, comes back into Rebar's bar, leaves the door open so a little bit of light is kind of streaming in, so you can at least kind of see where he's going to be sitting. And then sat up on the bar, waiting for Rebar to get back. It looks like Rebar has kind of gone to the back, trying to find some replacement components for the kind of electronics component panel that you destroyed. And once Rebar gets back, you hear the other Decepticon say, "Ever since that green bot came in, started asking around for people, all we've been getting here is riffraff."
Yeah, I will transmit the information to my pals over the radio.
Do we think that's hardtop?
Or Avocadotron. It might mean that they're sort of an unintentional headquarters.
Anything else said, or should we move on to the interrogation?
You can move on to the interrogation if you want. If anything interesting happens there, then I will relay it for you.
I'm not going to be with the interrogation group. I'm going to be listening in for the escape help cry from Magnum.
Sounds good.
It's very kind of you.
Come on, guys, we can go ahead and get somewhere. And Busatron will transform back and take you where you want to go.
Okay.
You try to put those two unconscious ones back on. Oh man, can't we just leave them on the side of the road?
They're evidence.
Thought you said you wanted to be part of law enforcement here.
I do, but this is just carting around unconscious bodies. This isn't investigating.
Well, would you rather the criminals be conscious while you're carting them around?
I guess no.
All right then. You can't just if they're criminals, you can't just let them go, right? I mean,
I'm not a dump truck, you know.
No, right now you're becoming a high security police wagon right now. So I mean, it's an important job. You don't want us to have to drag them down the street, do you? I mean,
a police wagon. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. So there you go. So help us out. You're doing a great job.
All right, so yeah, he'll take you where you want to go. So you want to find someplace kind of quiet where you can interrogate your survivor here?
Mm-hmm. Or should we take him back to headquarters and put him in prison? Do it by the book.
I don't think we want to be too far away in case something happens.
All right.
And at the same time, there are certain questions that we can't ask if we do it by the book.
It's like, does this hurt? How about this?
Quick question. Pythagoras, are you staying near your body?
He doesn't have to, no.
All right, just making certain, because you can't transform with,
no,
you're not around him.
But I mean, I think that I think I need to go with the rest of these guys. I mean, I'll let you guys think. I mean,
honestly, I think we should just pull this guy into the alley nearby, interrogate him on the spot, and then if we...
Just get some questions, and if that doesn't work, then
and then go in and get your body, and then walk out. Like, it's a...
No, we're just not going to go very far.
Okay, so you're hanging around nearby.
Just find a parking lot or something like that.
I mean, we could theoretically just do this inside of Busatron. But can you tint your windows?
I never tried. Hang on, let me try.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
He gets half them tinted.
Like, are they in a section, or is it like halfway up? Like,
it's like a Tetris thing where like half of the tops of some of them and half of the bottoms of others.
Keep working on that.
keep trying.
Yeah, you get it eventually, you know.
Hang on. Let me try it one more time. Now the front half is tinted and the back half is not.
I'm not waiting anymore.
Steve starts playing the Tetris theme in the background. All right, pal. What's the deal with you hanging out with Autobots in the Decepticon only bar? What's your name?
Depth Crack.
No wonder he went rogue.
I know you're trying for the sympathy vote, but you know.
That's almost as good as Taserface.
I know Taserface.
Of course you do.
We work together.
I knew it.
You knew Taserface?
No, I'm not there. Never mind.
I don't think you guys should be making fun of Taserface. He could kick all your asses. With his taser.
In his face, right?
Yes. That's why they call him Taserface.
This is the guy that we're interrogating?
I think we've gotten a little off topic.
I was just gonna be like, I just want you to understand that we could drag you behind the bus with the little guy riding you like a sled, and then your face will look like something else too.
Pavement face.
Not bad. I have a 17.
I can assist?
Go for it.
Yeah! What am I doing? Intimidate, right?
Yes.
13. So I guess it's a +2.
Pythagoras will intimidate, +2.
Pythagoras intimidates.
He's standing on top of him.
Just pointing at all like Carapace and Rex's muscles. Look at these! Look at those!
See how big this gun is? If it fell on me, I'd die.
Which gun is that?
Any one of Carapace's.
What's like do you remember in Transformers the movie when they're carrying Megatron's body and then Frenzy's behind him carrying just the gun? Like, you know, when he's like...
Yes.
We really have to watch that movie together.
Yes.
Yeah. So many great references.
Especially if the gun that fell on you was the Red Star Conqueror.
So did anybody else aid? So that's 2?
Yeah.
So
What
that's
have you been doing the past 10 minutes?
So that's 21. So if he's CR 3 or less, he is bullied. Bullied it's kind of like diplomacy. I make him helpful for like a little while, but he'll not like me afterwards.
Pretty sure he doesn't like you.
True, which is why I don't really care. So what it'll do is this: if you succeed, the creature gives you information it has that you want, takes actions that do not endanger it, or grant limited assistance that you request, but does so under duress. And it lasts. The change in attitude lasts for D6 times 10 minutes, and then it will become unfriendly.
All right. What do you want?
What information, what do you know about what was it called? First Order or something?
C1.
Tell
us all about the First Order.
Tell us about that group. You know what I'm talking about.
We were meeting up with some others over at Metal Hawk Landing for a job. Word on the street is that C1 was planning something big.
So are we meeting up for a C1 job or just a construction job?
Rumors are that C1 was doing it, so we think it was a C1 job, yeah.
What kind of job? You don't know?
We don't know yet. We're gonna find out when we got there.
When's that? When's this meeting?
The meeting, we're gonna meet there, like now, but you have me tied up here, so I can't meet them now.
Where is this? Is the location that he just said near where those other ones are headed?
Yeah, I think you would know just based on the geography. It looks like where Laser is reporting the other 4 went. That is very likely Metal Hawk Landing.
How many people do you know we're going to meet up for this job?
It was going to be all of us, all the ones you beat up. I don't know if there were others, but we were supposed to be the ones meeting up there. Our contact was a bot named Harness.
Anything about a harness? Not off the top of our heads?
Nothing, obvious to everyone. You can make a culture check if you want to see if his name rings any bells. You can also make a culture check for Metalhawk Landing if you want. Carapace, would you start with you? What'd you get?
I rolled an 8 on both, so I failed both.
8 on both. The only thing you know is Metalhawk Landing is one of the new entertainment shopping districts, named after a fallen bot named Metalhawk. Rex.
I got an 8 for Harness, whatever his name was, and then 10 for the Hawk place.
Yep, you know the same thing. Zephyr, you didn't roll, correct?
I rolled to aid Pythagoras.
And Pythagoras, what did you get?
So I got 19 for Harness and 26 for Eaglehawk Palace.
Metalhawk. Jeez.
The Hawk place.
It's been upgraded.
So Harness is this typical kind of he's kind of this local tough guy who takes on shady jobs. There's never been anything directly accused of him. He hasn't gone to jail for anything, but word is always that he's willing to take the rougher jobs.
That means he's competent.
Yes.
If he does this and he's never been caught, that means he's competent.
He's basically a low-level thug boss, sort of, or at least to a degree or more.
But you do, from all the information you research, you do get the sense that he is not a leader in his own right. He may lead a squad of bots on jobs, but he doesn't seem like the big take charge kind of bot. Metalhawk Landing, though, you get a good chunk of information about that beyond what everyone else has known. Metalhawk was an early leader of the Neutrals when everyone started returning to Cybertron. He was killed during Shockwave's attempted takeover of Iacon a few years ago. He was well loved by most of the populace and would have likely won the elections over Starscream if he were still alive. There have been some unproven rumors that Starscream was involved in his death, since Starscream was the only witness and the one who revealed his death to the public. And as you have probably researched in all of the various things you research, and as you're combing through all the information on criminals and everything, you came across. You might actually be the only person in Iacon who's come across this information. You found a recording of that section of the city during the battle against Shockwave's forces, and in it clearly shows that Starscream has killed Metalhawk in the confusion of the battle.
What?
Wow.
We have that proof now?
Wow.
So this is just what I came up with when doing a quick little bit of research about this metal place.
I imagine you must have seen this kind of somewhere before, and you finally put the pieces together on this.
I didn't just sort of didn't pay attention to it at the time, but then now I think about it, that's what I saw.
Yep, that is a damning piece of evidence.
We suddenly have much bigger problems, guys.
Now, to temper this a little bit, this did happen a few years ago, so there's that. You don't think it's related to what's going on now, but it's certainly something that is interesting to keep in your back pocket there.
I imagine the Transformers statute of limitations is much longer than your typical.
Yeah, a few years ago, it's a blink of an eye if you're a million years old.
Exactly. This just happened in our.
Well, blackmail doesn't have a limit of statutes, does it either?
Rex!
Hey, man. He was giving us shit.
You're learning.
Well,
a little too fast.
I guess we don't have to worry about him arresting us, at least,
We could arrest each other. a big party and arrest each other.
That sounds a little,
All right. No idea if this is relevant right now, but it's certainly going to be relevant at some point.
I almost wish we didn't have this information right now, honestly.
Yeah, that is something you wish you didn't know.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it, Pythagoras.
Let's just hope that if I tell him about it, I'm certainly not going to let James O. Depth Crack hear that I know about it.
Depth Crack.
Or Bussatron. I'll do it through the radio. So
The only reason you were even able to put 2 and 2 together is because Zephyr was assisting you on that. So you would imagine that Zephyr probably knows as well.
Well, I'm going to tell everybody in our team.
Okay.
But I'm not going to tell... I'm going to tell them through the audio channel.
I don't have a choice.
You're not there, Sweet Spot. You can't shake your head on this. As much as you don't want it to come out.
So back to the... I'm not even talking about
Now that our jaws are all on the floor.
Back to this other shit that's going on.
Oh, come on. He was a frickin' scumbag the moment we met him. We know who Starscream is.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, I can't say we're any of us are surprised, but we need.
I don't understand what the problem is.
I think we need to get to Bubble Hawk Plaza or whatever it is.
Metal Hawk Plaza.
It's been downgraded.
So do we want to go down there and try to stop what's going on or catch them, or
Bubba Gump?
We have a Decepticon somewhere.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. That could buzz down there right now, right?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea.
Wild
Sounds like
strike,
a really good idea.
right? I mean, you're hiding, but not from that, right?
I mean, does anybody have any Autobot or we should have gotten this a long time ago? Autobot or Decepticon silk screens, magnets.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely think we need some disguising.
Sweet Spot only has headlights.
Because all we do is we run around being neutrals everywhere we go.
I got a sticker sheet.
So we're like the last people that anybody in this group is going to trust, just walking in the door, and something I'm sure we should have thought of a long time ago. But
Well, it's kind of obvious for us because we look like animals to a degree, so.
Yeah.
But you could have a badge.
To a degree.
Yeah, I guess.
It would be less
If that
convincing.
probably means anything.
They're rare, but they exist. But it would be less convincing. I mean,
If you have a badge while you're in bot form and don't change into your animal form, that might be more compelling.
I'm saying I still have spikes and plates.
We
I'm
should just send you. We should start working there, but you're a fucking jet, so you can get there.
yeah,
by the time our
we should
conversation's
probably
over.
get there though too soon
Yeah.
because it's probably gonna. God knows what's gonna hit the fan once it
Okay.
starts up.
Are we getting Magnum?
Yes.
I think we have to.
Get Magnum. We're gonna. How far away is this place?
It'll take a few minutes for you to get there, but you think you can be there probably in 15-20 minutes if Bussatron pops his sirens and goes.
Okay, so I think that can we, if we're going to use Bussatron, we should use Bussatron. Can we have him bring us those of us that can't move quickly there, and then once we get there, have him bring them to Ironhide, so the 3 that we have captured. So that way, 1, he's not fucking anywhere near us. 2, he's actually doing something useful.
That's a very smart idea.
Yes, you can do that. And Magnum, you've been listening in on a conversation between Rebar and his patron, and for the most part, it's been kind of typical back and forth between a bartender and his customer. But over the few minutes that you were there, or that you're still there, you pick up on something. It looks like a green and brown bot was in there earlier that day looking to hire people for a job.
And this sounds like what's the one that busted into our
Hardtop.
description sound at all like?
The description matches. He didn't get anyone from the bar at the time because he didn't have a Decepticon symbol. He wasn't identified as a Decepticon, so he was tossed out on his ass, just like they attempted for you guys.
That's a small consolation anyway. These guys may be assholes, but it sounds like they're sort of almost all opportunity assholes. These guys might actually be innocent at this particular bar. Anyway,
That's what I'm saying.
else
These guys feel like they're normals. They're just passively angry.
You get the sense that he tried to get some people to hire for a job, and he didn't get anyone. From the 6 that you saw, they pretty much said, "Screw you guys. We don't deal with no stinking colonists."
Oh, you have money. Oh, well. But he did obviously got someone, or somebody got someone. Any other? They say what the job was about, or they just turn on to other subjects, or?
No, they didn't bother to find out what the job was about. They saw a non-Decepticon in there, and it was like, nope, this is our place. You get the hell out.
They didn't mention anything about Autobots being in there.
No.
It's interesting, because I wonder, I guess we're probably not going to know how those other ones managed to be in there without causing a ruckus with the non-C1 people.
Well, we have the one guy here, like, while we're heading over there, be like, why?
Yeah, why did, were the Autobots in there with you, waiting to meet up for the job?
No, they weren't in the bar with us. We met them just down the street a bit there.
Okay,
so you guys left the bar and then you met them there.
Yeah, we wouldn't allow Autobots in our bar.
Well, at least they're consistent.
But you don't mind working with them?
I guess you colonists? Yeah, that's fine.
I see there's a hierarchy of hate here. Just so we know where we stand,
Yeah, no, that's understandable. That's understandable. Let me spell it out for you guys.
I'm all ears.
Decepticons are up here at the top.
So we're gonna get out the whiteboard. All right, Decepticons. Okay.
Autobots are down here, very far below them,
all right.
Very far below us. But
I'm gonna put a few dashes to indicate there's Autobots, and put a frowny face.
And then way, way down the bottom, like at the floor over there, is all the colonists and neutrals.
You
know what? Colonists can be a tiny bit above neutrals, but neutrals way down the bottom.
Wiped out the colonists, put them up a little tiny bit in neutrals, and then like frowny faces like daggers and bombs and stuff like this.
Yeah, I think you got it. Got it.
All right.
Too bad we weren't a Decepticon. I think we'd get along really well.
Well, I mean, you probably give good presentations, right?
I got a friend that turns into a laser pointer.
Is his name Laser Pointer?
Tron.
Pointed Tron.
Get it right. I wouldn't expect a colonist to understand that, but...
His only job is just to distract Tigatron.
Brilliant.
You could tape him to your gun, though, and that's actually useful.
All right, well, thank you for clearing it up. Thank you very much. Any details you want to add so I have a complete picture of this? Because I want to make sure I get everything right.
What's your name?
My name is Pythagoras. Nice to meet you.
Put yourself down at the bottom underneath colonists.
Pythagoras. No. All right, thank you. And depth crack. Put them right at the top, right?
Yeah, right at the top.
Build some lightning bolts and,
You can put Megatron right above me, but I'm right under Megatron.
I don't see
Megatron.
A mega
You ever
fan.
meet Megatron?
No, I didn't meet Megatron.
Oh, I thought you
Almost, though.
thought you might be pals.
That's why he's above me.
All right. Fair enough. Anything else I'm missing here? I'm a little unclear. Are there some names I could put in the middle here?
No.
Nobody at all?
Nah.
He doesn't need to be conscious anymore, right?
No. Sleep tight, ground depth crack. Yeah, that's the next thing I'm going to do is invest in some magnetic badges. Put one on one of each shoulder and just talk at them. And just
You just get like a Decepticon Autobot symbol that you can just hold on a second. There you go. Add one. That's so funny though. That's like the equivalent of getting a tattoo on your face. It's just like when you see an Autobot or a Decepticon with it in their forehead, you're like, really? That's what you're gonna do? Okay.
We have people that walk around with tattoos on their faces.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. It's like he's got Cybertron on his knuckles,
Drop dead.
Yeah.
Cybertron forever.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
We're on our way to the site. Wild Strike is flying there already.
Spy on the site, and we're going to meet him there.
And then once we get there, we're going to have Bussatron bring the three to our base to be arrested.
In that case, Zephyr will go with Bussatron. Make sure that the prisoners are accounted for.
Thank you, Zephyr. You'll always be a PC to me.
All right, so why don't we head over to Wild Strike for a second? Wild Strike, you just got a call from your friends asking you to head over to Metalhawk landing as quick as possible because there could be a potential situation there. What are you going to do?
Wild Strike will fly out.
Zoom.
Head towards the plaza, but stay up high so he can check out the situation before he actually arrives there and maybe get some more information on the way as to what's actually going on, why they need him there.
Wave hide a laser when you're up there.
Yeah. Lock on target.
I knew I hated you.
Say hi with a missile.
Yeah, Laser's up there with you.
Do you guys fill me in on everything?
Yeah, we'll pretty much tell you everything, what's going on. Just make sure you're fully informed of the situation before you get here.
The plan was to have me go there and be a part of the
I guess that makes sense.
guys
If you
looking
can
for
go,
a job.
"Hey, I'm looking for a job."
They're going to be missing a few members.
Sure. All right.
They might not necessarily know all each other, at least for a few minutes to figure out what's going on, before we
I can do that.
bust in and beat their heads in.
So you fly over, and you can see 4 bots that are approaching the landing from the direction that your friends have mentioned.
As part of the contacting, like, Ironhide, like, we could literally be walking into, like, 1,000 dudes inside of this place. Like, when you say, like, oh, we're gathering, I mean, someone could be doing this all over the city. Like, so we should have some sort of backup just in case, because I don't want to walk in there and be surrounded by 100 people.
That's a good point. We should get Ironhide up to date either way.
What's the matter, Carapace? Don't think that would be a fair fight? We could add a couple more hundred.
I'm strong, I'm not stupid.
I guess if anyone asks you who sent you, you tell them that Depth Crack suggested it, because you weren't actually recruited by anyone, so just in case they say, like, hey, we didn't recruit you. We know he's not going to contradict you.
Sounds good.
Who hired you? The first among many, or the first among equals? What?
So Wildstrike, you are flying around above Metalhawk Landing, and you see 4 bots coming in down the streets from the same direction that your friends have told you. You see an additional 10 bots coming from the opposite side of the plaza in front of the landing, and an additional 5 coming in from the south. Those are all of the ones that are kind of are gathering together. There are already 6 bots in the plaza standing out front of the building, of the actual Metalhawk Landing building, and they have weapons trained on what looks like a bunch of civilians.
Okay. I will relay that to everyone. We have more bots incoming, give you the numbers, give you the information about the ones with the guns pointing at civilians.
That escalated quickly.
Magnum, you ready to go?
Ready if you guys are ready to go.
So I just want to be clear, before we go in there, what is our objective? Defeating them? Saving colonists? Like, what's the priority?
Saving colonists.
At this point, colonists, yeah.
We're saving civilians.
Why?
Well, yeah, saving whoever. What do you mean, why?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just of the opinion if they're weak enough to get caught or killed, why do we...
Not everybody is as powerful as you.
Clearly. But, again, why do we care?
Because it's the right thing to do.
Part of being the fuzz, man. You gotta watch out for the weak.
Well, it is the right thing to do. And this is not the law of the jungle or uncivilized lands. The strong do need to take care of the weak in colonies and in gatherings and cities such as this.
You said the right thing to do.
It's community.
My experience is that the strong decide what is right.
Life is important. All life.
Why?
The existence. The journey from beginning to end.
I've been to planets that have no life on it. The planets are fine.
I'm
You guys
sure.
gonna keep talking philosophy or someone gonna pick me up?
Oh, right. I'll be right there. I'll just run into the bar, pick him up, and say, sorry, forgot this, and run out.
You get out of here, you Velocitronian!
All right, gone.
Filthy colonists.
Thank you very much.
I guess I'm going to have to toss him in the air, transform, and catch him in my hatchback.
Give me acrobatics check.
Okay, because you can't get in on your own, and I can't transform around you. Okay.
I say, aren't we close enough? We could just back the bus up and grab you guys.
Yeah.
This is much more entertaining.
That's going to be 24.
Success?
24. All right, here we go. I tell you, buck it up, but I know you can't. So, zip zoom, I'm out.
Sweet Spot, I suddenly have a lot more respect for you, which suddenly I have some respect for you.
Don't worry, I won't let that get around.
You just go sliding on your back seat. Bam, bam. He's starting to like it now, huh?
I heard this guy, something PI, reminds me of you. You just need a mustache.
I was thinking about getting one. Welded onto the front.
Definitely.
The rest of you go ahead and jump in Busatron, and Steve over there pops out his sirens. Woo! And rockets down the road.
We should tell Ironhide's people to come in quiet.
You can do that.
Unlike us?
Yes.
Do as we say, not as we do.
As you are heading towards there, you're monitoring the communication channels. And it looks like the secret is out. You see on the Iacon news, news feed that these guys have announced their presence and are willing to trade the hostages for a bot named Magnum.
That could be anybody.
What?
And we'll see you next time.
Of course.
What?
What?
How many Magnums are there? There's a lot of bots named Magnum.
This is Roadbuster. My squad is under fire from road cons, and we need backup. We need someone fast. Someone who can scout out the cons in Camden. Sweet Spot, played by Adam Machu. It's 2 clicks away. Get him here, fast. We could use some extra firepower. Get Wildstrike down here, played by Mike M. I know he's an ex-con, but he's still the best damn gunner I know. The cons are breaking through. We need more soldiers. Carapace, Rex, where are you two? You're the toughest bots I know. Played by Patrick Finn and Rob Muller. Springer's been hit. We need a medic. Get Pythagoras over here. Played by Matthew G. If we don't make it out of this, tell Mission Command that Empire of Rust was created, written, and GM'd by Michael Ordway. And to support the podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/rust. Listen to the Transmissions Network for all the latest Transformers news and media. Oh, this is bolts. Wreck and roll.